House in Cudahy, the city manager and the city attorney are among those ousted in a possible corruption shakeup. But as new locks went on the doors today at City Hall, the mayor and council members remain tight-lipped over the cause of it all. Glenn Walker live in Cudahy with the latest. Glenn.
Yeah, Mike, it remains a big mystery. City officials will not say why city manager George Perez, who held that job for 11 years, was fired for cause last night. We contacted the FBI. They say that they will not confirm or deny any corruption investigation here in Cudahy. We contacted the district attorney's office. They said there is no opening inquiries into Cudahy at this time. So the reason why? Well, it may have something to do with this, a whistleblower lawsuit we first reported on several weeks ago. Take a look.
No comment, sir. What do you mean, no comment?
So why the secrecy? Monday night, the Cudahy City Council dropped a bombshell firing longtime city manager George Perez for cause and city attorney David Olivas. But when we tried to ask why they were fired...
Why the sudden change? The last time I talked to you, you were a big supporter of George Perez. Why this big turnaround?
I have no comment. I'm not going to get any more.
Are you concerned about some kind of investigation of what's going on in Cudahy the last 11 years?
No, sir.
Still looking for an explanation as to why George Perez was fired as Cudahy city manager. We came here to his house in Hacienda Heights. That's his black BMW convertible in the driveway. We assume he's home. A locked gate kept us from ringing the doorbell, and nobody answered our knock on the house. So what is going on back in Cudahy? And is there a connection to the corruption scandal in Bell, the next town over?
The leadership interests don't align with the taxpayer interests, which is where this all started.
That is what Attorney Brian Condon is arguing in a whistleblower lawsuit on behalf of Cudahy residents filed by Condon's client, former prosecutor Matthew Monfortan, while investigating Cudahy and how George Perez went from councilman to city manager in a few short months. Monfortan uncovered this retainer agreement in which current councilman Frank Garul, then the mayor of Cudahy, and council members then and now, Osvaldo Conde, David Silva, and Juan Romo, and city clerk Larry Galvan, all signed with Shepherd Mullen attorney Robert Philibosian, the former district attorney.
Not only had the city council members hired Robert Philibosian, but they were using city taxpayer funds to pay him, which is illegal.
Monfortan and Condon also believe the relationship between Robert Philibosian and District Attorney Steve Cooley hindered the investigation of how Perez became Cudahy city manager.
I really believe that this investigation in Cudahy ended because of the light that was shed on the actions of the attorneys, and that Robert Philibosian obviously is closely aligned with Stephen Cooley.
Now, whether a judge rules that retainer agreement is illegal remains to be seen. We did contact Robert Philibosian's office several weeks ago about our original story. They would not comment on pending litigation. We got a similar response from the district attorney's office. Meantime, Brian Condon, the attorney in this whistleblower lawsuit, says that under the George Perez regime here in Cudahy, they were getting absolutely no cooperation from city officials here in Cudahy, even though if they win that whistleblower lawsuit, it will be a financial windfall for the city of Cudahy. That is the latest from Cudahy City Hall. I'm Glenn Walker for the KTLA 5 News at 6.